Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Heavy Metal Machines. This game was developed by Hoplin Infotainment and published by them as well, and released on February 23rd, 2021 for a price of absolutely free. So yes, this is a free-to-play game, so you guys can go pick it up and download it right now using the link in the description. We did want to showcase and review the game on our channel and talk about it a little bit. So basically, Heavy Metal Machines is a top-down analog stick style racing game. It's described as like a vehicular combat game. It's pretty much 4v4 gameplay where you are trying to basically score goals at the end of objectives on racetracks. It's very similar in a way to how like games like Rocket League work, where you just need to score X amount of goals before the other team. You're going to have a variety of different vehicles. The game has an in-game store where you can slowly earn points through playing the game and unlock bigger and better vehicles. The game features a medal pass, so their season pass type thing they like to call it, and just tons of different unlockables. Now they say the game isn't pay to win, and that they're going to be doing seasonal events, new vehicles, arenas, and everything throughout the game. So that's to be seen as the game does progress. When you kind of start into the game, you're presented with a tiered list system so everybody can pick their vehicles, so there's not too many stacking of the same type for your team, and then you just progress through there. Now, starting out early in the game, it can be a little confusing, and you're going to have a lot of people that really don't know what to do, but I can see this game ramping up pretty quick into some diehards that really enjoy the game. As far as like the controls, it's pretty basic. You use your analog stick to move around and your bumpers and triggers to kind of navigate your different weapons, and then as you play through there, you just proceed forward. You can get different cosmetic stuff to design your vehicles. There's a variety of different weapons. The kind of display screen reminds me almost like how Overwatch describes and teaches players how to use the different weapons and abilities in games, so that's kind of a neat thing if you're familiar with Overwatch at all. As far as replayability, being a free game, you can't really knock it too much, and if they deliver when it comes to all the new content that they are talking about releasing, I think that's a pretty awesome point. The game features different game modes, casual, ranked, and competitive tournaments that they're going to be hosting, and just a nice variety of tracks. As you can see on the little mini map on the side of our screen, we have a ton of different pathways we can go, but in the end we just ultimately need to score points. Little arrows here are always going to kind of direct you toward the objective balls. Different vehicles will play different roles while you're playing in the game, so you're going to have support vehicles, you're going to have vehicles that are intended to do attack and damage, and in the end it's just try to score on the other team. Now you do need to complete through this little sort of tracked race that you have to kind of navigate around through to get the ball to be able to actually score, so you want to try to protect your team and keep the other cars off of your guys as best as you can while trying to score, and ultimately just figuring out where your car plays really in the basis of the game. Are you a support vehicle? Are you a big tank vehicle that needs to try to focus on scoring? Or, are you really just trying to, do your own thing? This is a very teamwork oriented game, so sorry if you see me struggling here a little bit playing because I'm not actually talking and interacting with the guys I'm playing with here. But it's pretty much a fairly simple game. It's just first team to score your goals wins the match, and you kind of can go through the different, character classes or vehicle classes as you have it to really perfect and get better, kind of build different teams. I think this is definitely a game where you need to find people to play with. I don't know how reliable randoms are. I do know Xbox has the looking for group feature, so I would highly encourage you to take a look at that while wanting to play the game. Now, as you can see here, I did manage to get the ball, so I need to stay alive as best as I can, avoid all the attacks these guys are doing, and try to score. I have to follow the specific path of the track, but they can cut through shortcuts to try to stop me. So it's doing your best. As far as like overall this game, I think the graphics are really cool. I love the heavy metal kind of vibe, and it really kind of sticks true to what the game is wanting them to do. The soundtrack's pretty neat. I feel quite engaged when I play this game, as well as it's actually really fun. Like I said, dependent if you find a group of friends to play with, so you will kind of struggle if you're not really finding a consistent play group. So I would recommend hitting up those looking for groups or creating posts, things like that, to try to find players with. Achievement wise, for those of you out there, this game, the achievements aren't too overly ridiculous. As we go here real quick, you can kind of see them. It's just doing X amount of things, like X amount of lives, drive so far, win a certain amount of matches. It's nothing too ridiculous. You just kind of have to grind and knock it out. If I have to give Heavy Metal Machines any type of a rating, I think it's pretty enjoyable. I'm basing this rating if they can deliver what they're saying they can deliver, so please keep in mind, this is based on what they've told us so far. If they can deliver what they're delivering, I think this could be a solidly fun game, especially with it being free. That definitely really ups the kind of way I'm going to factor in the game, because price to me is always a big importance in a game, having games priced just right, and giving people the option to spend money if you want to. Now, as reviewing, they did give us codes to unlock all the vehicles. I'm not doing that on that account right now. I want you guys to just experience the game for yourself, and kind of see what it looks like from a brand new perspective. If you were just starting out and wanting to pick the game up, what you would experience and see. Overall, though, the game is pretty fun. If I have to give it any type of actual number rating, I think I'm going to give this game a solid 8 out of 10. It's fun to play, it's enjoyable, there's a lot of different things in the game, and I really like that aspect. Being able to score, especially when you're, as you can see here on screen, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's pretty fun, and the game matches are actually fairly short. If you do want to check the game out, like I said, there's a link down in the description. If you have any questions about the game, let us know down in the comments. Outside of that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we will catch you all next time.